Our daily burst of joy from Jesus today is taken from Psalm 37, verses 4 and 5. And it says this: Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord, trust in him, and he will do this. So I'm going to read another a different version. That was from the NIV translation. Here is from the Passion Translation, the same two verses. It says, Make God the utmost delight and pleasure of your life, and he will provide for you what you desire the most. Give God the right to direct your life, and as you trust him along the way, you'll find he pulled it off perfectly. So what does that mean to delight ourselves in the Lord? For myself, you know what I've learned over the years of following Jesus is that God's desires actually become my desires, not the other way around. Not my desires become God's desires. My desires are actually changed to be God's desires. In other words, what God desires of me, God reveals that to me, he teaches that to me, and then that becomes my desire or desires. So when we do that and our desires become what's best for us, which is what God wants, then God says that we're delighting ourselves in him, and now he's going to give those desires to us. And really, it really means for the way I understand it too, is that when we're delighting in the Lord, he delights in us. You know, it says that also, and if you look at verse 23, that when God delights in what we're doing, he makes our steps firm. We won't fall. He will uphold us because we want the purpose that God had already created for us and planned for us many years before we were even born to take place. We want his purpose for our life to fulfill our destiny. We want that. So when we want that, we know that that's what's best, and therefore God delights in that as well. So he can delight in us and we can delight in him. So make your desires learn about what God has for you so that his desires for you can become your desires. I hope that blesses you today, because it took me a while to learn that. I kept trying to convince God of what my desires were and wanted him to always allow what I wanted in my life, but God knows what's best. So when we relinquish control and give him full reign over our life and follow what he wants, that's always what's best. And that is what is going to bring joy for our journey. God bless you.